This is the first live session, and today we are going to talk about the entire pattern of classes, methodology, NetJRF system, and everything else. Along with that, एक दूसरे से हम नमस्ते, नमस्कार और ये भी करेंगे. So we have student Sadia Khan. Sadia has written the video is stuck or everybody or it's just me. So no, video was not stuck. We give you the link and then when we start, then only you can watch it. So first of all, very good evening to everyone. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, Jai Shri Ram. कैसे हैं आप लोग? That's really good. Good to know. So as it is the first class of orientation, I would like to know your names and your states. Write down your names and your states. अपने नाम और अपने states लिख के भेज दीजिए. Hello धनंजय, सुनील चौहान कैसे हैं? Ritika is here. I remember I have spoken to Ritika on call. So write down your names and states. Hello Sadia. Ritika is from Siliguri that I know. Shilpi Chhattisgarh se. Chhattisgarhia sabse badhiya. Dolly Rao is also from Chhattisgarh. Then Dhananjay from UP. Sohan Haryana, Gurgaon. अरे सोहन तो पड़ोसी हमारे. Joy from West Bengal. Amisha लुधियाना पंजाब. सत श्री अकाल जी ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ. महिमा गुप्ता यूपी से. अनिरुद्ध वेस्ट बंगाल. MK Muthukameshwari तमिलनाडु. वनक्कम मैम. I'm trying to take all the names. Khushi is from UP. Monica is also from Tamil Nadu. Vanakkam Monica. Priyanshu is from Gujarat. Kemcho. Sonal Haryana से है. Shubham Odisha. Sunil Chauhan Madhya Pradesh. So try to take all the names in case if I have missed it. So in the coming sessions, we'll take all the names and we'll talk. I have been to Tamil Nadu. So when I attempted my Tamil Nadu set exam, I was there and there was a great day for me because some of the students thought that I look like Jayam Ravi. Now students say that I look like Vineet Srinivasan, and at that time they said I look like Jayam Ravi. Hello Ankita Kamagadi, Rajasthan se ho. So that's good that we have greeted everyone. Now there are certain things that I have to make clear for all of you, so please pay attention. This is complete hybrid class. In hybrid means you will get high class podcast lectures, video lectures on digital board. This is a live video class which is for interaction, for rapid fire sessions, for counseling sessions. I will be coming live, reading your comments and answering you. So after every unit, we will do a rapid fire session. Means once we are done with the unit in audio and video format, digital board video, proper video, professional one, and then we will come here to have a rapid fire. So in rapid fire, I will ask questions that who has written wasteland. So I will give you 10 seconds to answer. So in 10 seconds or 15 seconds, you have to write down the answer. You have to tell me the answer. So with every unit, we'll go for a rapid fire. So we will be checking that whether you are prepared in a proper way or not. Along with that, you'll also get test series in PDF formats where you have to attempt the test series and share your questions and confusions. Now, once we are done with these things and syllabus in our ways, we will go for a kind of homework session. In homework session, we will tell you to revise the topic and then come prepared. And then I will have my test paper in my hand and I'll ask questions taking your names. So taking your names, I'll ask questions that you have to tell me. So this will be a proper way to go. Here we'll be having video lectures, live sessions. Along with that, if any of you have some issues in learning, in understanding, in mugging up, maybe you are not able to recall what you have read, maybe you are not able to understand certain topics, there we will have some question answer sessions. Some sessions like called counseling sessions where we will sit together and will not talk about topics. We will take your questions. So suppose one of you has written, sir, please tell me how to make notes. So I will be telling you how to make notes. Then someone says, please tell me how to read chronology or what should be my strategy. Along with that, whenever you need any help, any attention, you can call the office and book your appointment If you want to chat directly, there is a phone number. Please note it down: 8810289637. This number is only for students. So all the registered students who are registered, they get the replies fastest. So you will be getting my replies directly. Now, let's talk about UGC NET English. So how many of you are going to attempt it for the first time? आप में से कितने लोग इस एग्जाम को पहली बार देंगे? Good. So some of you are going to attempt it for the first time, and then some of you are going to, okay, second time, third time. No problem. Especially the first timers. Yeah, I can see many of you have written me, and me. So the first timers, I must tell you, even I was scared of UGCNET exam once in my life. Even I didn't know what to read, how to read, and from where to read. So first of all, remember this thing that UGC NET English is an exam to check your complete knowledge related to English or English literature. So the syllabus that they have prescribed, they have given us 10 units. In those 10 units, they are talking about English in India, language pedagogy, or the culture studies, or the drama, novel, poetry, these kind of things. The problem is that the syllabus that has been prescribed is not actually the proper syllabus that they ask in exams. This is one of the first mistake people make. As you are all private students, registered students, remember this thing, they say drama, fiction, poetry, short stories, non-fiction, but then they have also written a line in the syllabus that British and non-British. So the moment they say that British literature and non-British literature, in non-British literature, it means any country which is not Britain. How many countries are there? कितने देश हैं? बताओ. How many countries are there? Come on, tell me. Tell me estimated counting. कितने देश याद हैं? 200 plus, 210, 197. Yes, UNO में तो शायद 197 है. So when they say non-British literature, it means they can ask question from anywhere. In UGC NET exam, there is a history of asking questions from the writers of Somalia. Nuruddin Farha, the famous writer, she has been asked in exam. Questions from Nigerian writers. Question from Sudanese writer, a writer from Sudan. You know, imagine the seasons of the migration to the north. Tayyib Sali, they have asked a question. They're asking questions from Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, the authors of these people, these countries. Azhar Nafisi reading Lolita in Tehran, that has been asked in exam. They have asked questions of Nadifa Muhammad, Tahmima Anam, Akhil Sharma, Sanjeev Sahota, Kamila Shamshi, Imtiaz Dharkar, Vandana Shiva, Sujata Bhatt. And none of these writers have been prescribed in any graduation, any post-graduation syllabus of India. This is how they make the paper tough. So why English literature is tough? Because it's not because the students can't read, students can't prepare. The problem is that the students genuinely don't know what to read, what to prepare. उन students को पता ही नहीं है कि हमें पढ़ना क्या है. And you think that I'm working hard 8 hours, 10 hours, why the hell I'm not qualifying? Why the hell I get confused in exam that from where they have asked question papers? They're asking post-humanism, cyborg literature. Tell me if any of you have written or read or studied cyborg literature in your post-graduation. पढ़ा है किसी ने cyborg literature? CYBORG, cyborg literature. Tell me if any of you have read, studied, talked about cyborg literature. No. You know why? It's a very recent thing, but they're asking questions of Donna Haraway. They are asking questions. Now the concept of feminism is being applied to cyborgs. So why, why I study those things? Because my home is next to 2 kilometer difference of JNU. So when I go to my office, JNU is right side, 4 kilometers Jamia, then campus. I'm connected to that group. I'm connected to those levels. So we get to know the latest research, latest conferences, latest papers published. So there I got the idea that okay, they may ask the question, and then we have questions of Donna Haraway. Jamia PhD entrance, Jamia MA entrance, UGCNET last exam, shift 1. So first of all, please remember this point that whatever they have prescribed in syllabus is a big distraction. The biggest mistake students do is that they follow the syllabus that has been prescribed by UGCNET. This is the same UGC which did not even upgrade their syllabus in 2016-17 when they introduced objective pattern. Their syllabus was still showing descriptive. I used to make fun of them. That has been 2 years. Exam is being conducted in objective mode, and they are still showing descriptive mode syllabus. Then in 2019, they changed completely the syllabus and the pattern and updated the website. So first of all, don't trust that. Second mistake, they are telling you read drama, then they are telling you read fiction, then they are telling you read poetry and short story and non-fiction. So technically first 4 units are telling you to read drama, then fiction, then short story, non-fiction, these kind of things. The problem is that do we have separate authors for novels and dramas? Do we have separate authors for novels and dramas? No. You know why? T.S. Eliot was a dramatist, was a novelist, was a critic, was a non-fiction writer, and was a poet. T.S. Eliot, Thomas Sterne Eliot, he wrote Wasteland in 1922. Then he's the same man who has written Murder in the Cathedral. He's the same person who has written Confidential Clerk, Family Reunion. And then he's the same person who has written Function of Criticism, Tradition and Individual Talent. So, in which unit we should read T.S. Eliot? He was a poet, he was a dramatist, a novelist, non-fiction. This is what I want to say. Second mistake, why students normally either they are not having coaching classes, not having guidance, or they are having incompetent guidance, they fail in exam. Because there is a problem, you cannot differentiate authors on the basis of drama, poetry, fiction. This time, second shift, UGCNET second shift, they asked Thomas Hardy's poetries to be set in order. One of the toughest question. You know why it is toughest question? It's not because we don't know Thomas Hardy in Victorian age. We all know him. But Thomas Hardy has primarily been studied for novels. So all the people who were reading Thomas Hardy, they simply read Thomas Hardy as a novelist. And they did not even think that Thomas Hardy was also a poet. One of the famous poetry collection is Wessex Poetry Collection. And what was the question in second shift? They gave 4 poetry collections written by Thomas Hardy and asked the question to set them in order, chronological order. Now imagine 90% people don't even know that he was a poet, and they are asking to set them in order. Love, for us, this was easy question. For me, it was easy question because we know that Hardy is a novelist. Coleridge was a magazine writer. Do you know that? Coleridge, who is known as a romantic poet, had his articles, had his essays, had a magazine, Watchman. Had his magazine. Do you know John Keats tried to write a drama, a failed drama? So he was a dramatist. Wordsworth tried to write a drama, border play. Tennyson, as a famous poet, tried to write drama and wrote 5 famous dramas. So technically, my dear friends, as you are registered student, online student, it is my liability to introduce the syllabus in a proper way, so that all the shadows, all the miscommunication, misguidance, that are removed. I'm sure you will understand why I got double JRF. Because my way of preparation was not dependent on the way they are giving. They are leading you. They lead you. Do you understand this point? Government doesn't want to give you jobs, and UGC NTA are government agencies. So will they ever tell you the truth that okay, qualify, come and talk to us and ask for jobs, trouble us with your questions, ask for jobs. कभी ऊपर से ऑर्डर आएगा MHRD से, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन से, that okay, give them proper syllabus, give them proper books, give them proper studies in their PG only so that they crack and come to us and we will give them jobs. They want it to be toughest. They want it. They are making it tough. And this is what I want to tell you, my friends. This is competition. This is a brutal, cruel competition. There are no excuses. When I talk to my students, I listen to their stories. Sometimes they say, sir, we have this reason, that's why I can't prepare. I have that reason, that's why I can't prepare. Do you know that in the competition, they will not listen to this? They will never wonder that, okay, you are a poor student, you struggled very hard, tried to qualify. They don't care. The world is cruel. All they see is your success. All they see is your success. So your syllabus is miscommunicating, misguiding. Then the problem is there are no books. There are no books. You go to the market, say I want to have UGCNET English, they'll give you a market guidebook. Maybe one of my guidebook, any guidebooks. But do we have proper books? They'll say history of English literature. Then again a confusion, which history of English literature? Traditionally, people those who have no proper idea of net, traditionally they go for David Deutsches. Then somebody will go for William J. Long, Edward Elbert, Legis Kazamia, Compton Rickett, Hudson. Then somebody would say, sir, I have a better history book, so I will go for this thing. There are different publications. Andrew Sanders is one of those publications. What does that mean? And chalo, let's assume you have prepared British history completely. Are they asking only British history? No. They're asking authors, their works, opening lines, last lines, characters, villains. And you have to remember those themes, their inspirations. Who said whom? Who said something for whom? What are the inspiration? Which book is based on that book? They're asking unknown book. This time second shift, Herman Melville, famous author for Moby Dick. His book Typee was asked in exam. Then they are asking questions from literary theory. The problem is that in India, 90% colleges, universities do not teach literary theory. If they teach, their teachers are not teaching in a proper way because they either teach structuralism or post-structuralism or deconstruction, but they never go for a complete start to complete end. To understand literary theory, a complete start and complete end is required, otherwise you will never understand. So sometimes they say that only structuralism is mentioned in the syllabus, so why should I teach them new criticism? I will simply teach structuralism. You cannot understand theories if they are started from in between. With us, you will be getting proper video classes. In video lectures, you will be getting theories. I'll be writing on board. I'll be telling you that write it, take a screenshot of this thing. And then linguistics. And in linguistics, thank God, they're still not going for diphthongs and monophthongs. They're not going for sounds, but they're going for all language theories, language studies. There was a question. Language is an army which has its own navy. What does that mean? I can bet 99% of you have not even heard this line. Language is an army and it has its own navy. Tell me if you have heard it. I will be accepting that I'm wrong. सुना ये लैंग्वेज इज एन आर्मी विच हैज इट्स ओन नेवी. और ये पूछा था इसका मतलब क्या है. दे आस्क्ड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस थिंग. I know you have not heard. That's why I said 99%. Otherwise, I would have said 90%, 80%, 70%. There was a question, Salman Rushdie's line, we are all translated men. What does that mean? We are all translated men. What does that mean? There was another question, linguistics question. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. What does that mean? Which literary device, which literary concept is there? Linguistics concept. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. Who has written poetry? X is equal to 0. mathematical concepts and poetry. So, now let me take a long breath. My dear friends, remember, before you go to fight someone, check the standard of that person. Never ever go to a fight thinking that you are the best and the opposition, the person who's opposing you, is an ordinary thing. I actually introduce you the standard of net. So now when I have introduced the standard of net, as many of you are writing, sir, we are not scared, you are there. Yes, I am there. What helps me to teach you is my 3 years experience of University of Delhi. Imagine a boy from a small town comes and qualifies and becomes the part of University of Delhi. University of Delhi. I used to take conferences every day in arts faculty. There was a conference going on. Seminars, conferences, JNU, Jamia. Matlab, sometimes you'll be surprised that either my lunch was in JNU or in Jamia, if not in DU. Conference, seminar. All those things made me understand exactly what is the latest pattern in English literature. And that's the difference. When I talk about things, people have not even heard about it. And they are the part of exams. So now don't worry. Just tell yourself that if Vineet Pandey sir is telling all these things I have not heard, and he's telling that these are the main points. So imagine there are hundreds of unknown points. I will be preparing you. I will be teaching you. And as there are so many JRFs and nets and toppers, we do success interviews. You will be giving your success interview on same YouTube channel. Promise me now, it is your orientation class. Just promise me one thing. You will do everything that I ask you to do. Complete session, be Arjun, be Eklavya. Promise me that, sir, I will do everything that you suggest me for this exam. Come on, if you are promising me, just write, I promise, I promise. Take an oath that we are going to work together. This December 2023, we will be qualified. No more joblessness. No more unemployment. Promise yourself. Remember, there should be no one who knows more than you. When you go to exam, go like a champion, वीर भोग्य वसुंधरा. सबसे ज्यादा पढ़ेंगे, सबसे ज्यादा मेहनत करेंगे और सबसे बढ़िया रिजल्ट लाएंगे. Nobody can stop you. You give me your hard work and save this recording. You give me your hard work, you give me your